Hi, my name's Claire Harrison, founder and managing director of Harrison Human Resources. A question that we're often getting asked at the moment is, how do I approach my employees about reducing costs, especially when I'm not eligible for JobKeeper provisions and directions which enable me to direct employees. So really what we talk to employers about is having a really clear communication strategy. So going out to all of your employees to explain the situation that you're currently in. So that's a financial situation, the challenges that are being faced, so they understand the big picture, and if we don't make some changes, there may not be a business, we may not have jobs. So let's all get together and talk about, I suppose, some short-term sacrifices that we can make. So I think it's important to set that strategic picture so that everyone understands that we're all going to make sacrifices for the long term, for our long-term jobs as well as that of the business. So it's about that communication. And then really, because if you're not eligible for JobKeeper, you can't go out and direct employees to change pay rates or whatever else. So it's really about a negotiation. So that's about talking to employees about what you're looking for. So if that is a decrease in pay rates or decrease in hours of work, taking annual leave or unpaid leave, then you need to have those discussions with employees. And then I think it's important to ensure that they know they're temporary arrangements, they're not permanent arrangements. You do need to meet any award, Fair Work Act, enterprise agreement or employment contract requirements or obligations that you currently have in place. So just because we're going through difficult times, it doesn't mean that you don't have to do that. So that still means you need to pay penalty rates if you're working Sundays normally, or if you're paying overtime rates for working long hours, then they still do need to be paid. So importantly, any change or temporary changes to terms and conditions of employment should be documented and have clear dates for when they will be reviewed and the transition back to normal, which I think leading on to that is an important consideration. So creating some milestones. So whether or not it's when you get back to a certain revenue or a number of clients or a number of product, whatever it might be, that employees' pay rate or hours start to go back to normal, so that employees understand there's a really clear milestone that has to be achieved by the business for us to return to our normal rates of pay, and they don't just see it as being an indefinite reduction that's being made to their terms and conditions of employment. So there's some thoughts about how you would approach employees about reducing your employee costs. Thank you.